Mercy is a complicated subject because mercy is not getting what you deserve. Not getting what you deserve. Most will never understand what that means because you have to understand that there was a God who created the world and then put us in it and said, the world is your oyster, do whatever you want. And he's excited for you. He's excited to watch you. And then he actually watches you and sees what we have done with this world. And then mercy has to come in because we have messed up so much. He started with 2 people, put them in a beautiful garden, gave them everything they could possibly want. And he says, okay, so that you have free will. I want you to have free will that means choice, and you have a choice to love me. I'm going to put one tree in it that I want you to not touch. And I'm just putting that there for free will, but this is all yours. And what do? Touch the tree. Mercy is when we finally go, man, we are so lucky that we do not get what we deserve. On and on, year after year, you look around and go, thank God for mercy, because the punishment is death. Now, grace is getting what you don't deserve. What does that mean? That is the opposite version. You might mess up 100 times in the week. 100 times. And yet, God's love is still here for you today. God loves you so much, absolutely adores you, still thinks you're his greatest creation that he's ever created. Even though you've messed up 100 times this week, our limitations of grace are really quick. God's is enormous. Ours is ridiculous. I was last week picking up my daughter from school. And like many schools that have been created, there was no thought process of how you were going to pick up your kids in your car when you actually go there. You have to somehow get your kid in a strange, Carmageddon. And where I pick up mine, maybe some are great, but where I pick up mine, we basically have to block a main road. Some of you know what I'm talking about, where you're lined up to pick up your child, and for about 5 minutes, you're blocking all roads behind you because there's nothing you can do about it. And so I have that scenario, and it happens every day, and most people just get it. You understand there's about 5 minutes where this road is blocked because we're all lined up waiting to pick up our child. So I happened to be early, which is a mistake, and I was at the front of the line, and then immediately some people are behind me. But someone who was new to the planet didn't know this scenario and came up the opposite side of traffic, which they could totally do, okay? It wasn't really that busy, but whatever. They came up the side of me and immediately start yelling at me through my window about, how stupid I am for blocking the traffic and ruining the planet. And they were like their blood was just bursting. And I'm looking over them going, man, this is the grace of our world right here. So I took a picture, and I have a picture of them. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I have a little grace. Yeah. But our grace is so small. And I see it in the church too. I mean, we jump down people's throats so fast for the smallest of mistakes. Of course, you don't think it's a small mistake, but whatever. We have this amount of grace, and when we learn who God is and how big his grace is, it should change everything. And that's when we draw near to God, because what's happening is mercy and grace, you start to realize, oh, this world's different. This world and who God is in me makes me different.